Hello, everyone. This is the Nameless One, and today we are going to be continuing the King's Fall campaign. Today, I have here with me Ice Cold Wind, Moon, Nez, KO, and Cameo. I think that's everybody.
Yep.
Okay, so apparently there was everybody. Anyways, before we get started, I would like to remind everybody, if you enjoyed this and would like to see more of it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. And of course, at the end, there will be more about how to support the channel. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and just hop straight into the recap.
Let's see. Recap was mostly just us at the Fey Court. Rika, I swear, is trying to get us killed.
Debatable.
Essentially, Rika convinced Eddie to make an absolute fool of himself.
Even more than usual.
Yeah, essentially, we became the evening's entertainment. Eventually, we found out what the function we were supposed to actually be there. Also before that, Aruna got to meet up with some elves, which I believe were probably from the Summer Court. They were a little condescending towards her, but, well, she is a child in their eyes. Let's see what else. To prevent Eddie from stealing anything, Aruna promised to give Eddie a fork.
And I did.
and she did. Eventually found out that the reason we were there was a trial and execution. Apparently it was a really, really nasty one because when the devil's looking pressed about torture, it says something. After we saw this gruesome execution, we were dumped 3 feet from the land, from where we once were. We basically eventually just kind of packed up before doing that. Edmund put a caltrop in Rika's boot as punishment. Because, like I said, swear she's trying to get us killed. And then we traveled to the western village, and that is where we left off.
If you can't tell, Cameo, you missed quite a bit. Anyways.
All worked out in the end.
Did it though? I mean, I got a fork, so I can't complain too much.
Never said it worked out well.
It just worked out.
Yeah, we're just going to be remembered by the Fey Court for hundreds, if not thousands of years as those idiots who made fools of themselves.
And Eddie stole a moment of his time.
For me,
Okay, so the town that you guys have come up on is a lot bigger than this one's actually a town, where the other one was more of a village. For those of you who don't know, village normally only gets up to at most 1,000 people, whereas a town, their population size starts at 1,000. This one's got a lot more amenities. Overall, it doesn't seem like, despite its size, it's very well kept. What do...
Clarification, it is well kept or is not well kept?
It does not seem to be very well kept.
Not well kept, okay. Well,
Completely forgetting
Correct.
on why we came to this village in the first place.
We are working
still
on a quest to find these villages some sort of agreement between them as to where to put their cattle to graze.
Okay.
yeah, we are.
So far, the southernmost village has declared themselves to be the reasonable ones, and the other two villages to be greedy. And we are hoping to get this village to back out and submit quests to the guild to help protect their caravans so that they can, or not caravans, their flocks, so that they can use the river as their water source. So we only have to figure out an agreement between the north and south village.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, what do...
Do we see any villagers nearby?
There are lots of villagers nearby.
Kresk is a bit curious as to why the village is not so well kept, making him a little suspicious.
Yeah, sounds like they have potentially more than one problem they need to deal with.
Would it be good to know who to talk to with an area knowledge?
You can roll it at a -2.
I have...
Oh.
Yeah, I have the same thing. So I will roll as well.
Yep.
Mine is specifically for small continent.
I roll for urban
That is
survival.
not how you spell
with that.
continent.
Well, too bad.
Actually,
I think I rolled.
yeah, Nameless. Can I roll for urban survival? Would that work for this?
What are you trying to survive?
Well, it's used to
Stench.
locate things too.
In this case, it wouldn't be... Knowing where the mayor is not imperative to survival.
So we
Nameless,
can't.
Did
I can't use
roll?
it.
Not in this case. The urban
Oh.
survival would be something along the lines of where to get food and like places not to go.
Locate rainwater. Locate manholes, stuff like that.
Yeah. Why did you roll
King Knowledge
twice?
Small Nation, was that help?
It's not showing dice on my screen, so I couldn't tell if I was rolling or not.
It may have messed it up because I updated Dice So Nice.
Oh, okay, yeah, that would probably be why.
So,
So, apologies for that.
Oh, it's doing that thing again.
Would keen knowledge small nation work?
give me a sec to actually... What is the reference number for Keen Knowledge? I don't think I've seen that one before. We learned something new today.
What's it called?
Keen Knowledge.
B176, they say.
B176.
I have not seen this one before either. Or not paid attention anyway.
Oh wait, I do have an area skill. Hold on.
Oh, just reworded area knowledge.
Oh, then yeah, area. If you have area knowledge, that would work because your area knowledge would be of the area that you're in. And you guys have not strayed far enough away. So why you're not aware of who might be in charge here? It may have changed recently, so it's hard to tell. When you said you had area knowledge?
No, I was asking for Cameo.
Oh. Then, as for my other three, well,
I got nothing.
while it's probably fairly accurate to say that the mayoral office has changed hands a few times, you do know roughly where it is in this town. And that being the far north end.
Can I do something crazy, Nameless? Can I walk up to one of the villagers and ask them exactly where the mayor's office is?
Sure.
I will do that then.
So you walk up to what appears to be a grubby-looking farmer.
Ew.
He eyes you and goes, "What do you want?"
Where is your leader? The leader of this town.
He jerks a thumb over his shoulder in the general direction of the other side of town and says, "That way," before grumbling something about rats and wandering off.
Take me to your leader.
Nah, racist prick.
I'm going to
Nez.
murmur.
Oh yeah.
You have observation, right?
That lets me like watch something without obviously watching it, but yeah.
Go
Yeah, I
ahead
have
and roll.
observation as well.
Both of you can go ahead and roll observation.
I'm assuming I can't because I'm being observed.
Also have observation.
So Belarus, you're not much of a human town type. They're all the same. They're all dirty and they all smell funny, and most people are cranky. Kresk, as a point of survival, you have made it a mission to know the temperament of those around you, given that a swift kick to the kobold is a much enjoyed pastime by some of the lesser of society.
Uh-oh.
But
Ow.
everybody here seems to be just like somebody shitting their Cheerios for the past month kind of mood.
Bresk is kind of looking at this. Something's up here.
Oh, like what?
Everyone seems upset. Like
Really.
something's been going on for a while. I think we better find out what is going on, either from leadership or just in general.
I have current affairs headline news and current affairs business. Would any of this maybe have gotten to Vardek?
You can roll both to find out.
Okie dokie.
I look
Right.
at any of these people wrong, I am going to die.
I don't
Remember
think.
that.
I don't think can get somebody wrong.
You're looking awfully squishable over there.
So,
I'm always pushable.
for your business role, this town is known for putting out quite a bit of goods that make their way back and forth to Vardek, which means that news does quite as much as well. And the current mayor may or may not have ascended to his position with questionable means.
Interesting. I think they might have an incompetent leader.
Incompetent? Corrupt.
I say they mostly even out to be the exact same thing.
Yeah. Not mutually exclusive, but worse when both.
Yeah. They might not have become mayor through the most legitimate of means.
So definitely corrupt.
I think it's a good bet. This village outputs a lot of stuff, so there's a lot of money to be made here if you're willing to squeeze.
What kind of stuff they usually put out?
General, like, agricultural type of stuff. So wheats, other grains, vegetables, and lots of beef. Given that cows in this area are one of the main livestock used. This one was also very well known for their eggs.
Mostly just agricultural stuff, not high skill stuff you might find in Vardek. But valuable nonetheless.
Well, what do you think we should do?
Well, it's not exactly our position, but we could depose them. But, assuming we don't do that, we'll probably have to work through them anyway.
I mean, we could just wait like 50 years for them to die.
Or
Not everyone lives that long.
one of us
Yeah, we
is
did that.
very good. One of us is very good at shortening that time forcefully.
I don't think murder is in the cards. At least, unless they've
I
been
mean, it's not
killing people.
ours.
I'm going to shrug. It's not in. Yeah, he's right. It's not in our cards, but it could be in theirs.
Yeah. We'll have to get a permit.
Permit for murder.
Wait, there's a murder permit?
Of course there's a murder permit.
Yeah, it's called a bounty.
Yeah, if they're so bad for the Empire that removing them is necessary, then I'm sure we, the Adventurers Guild, would be able to obtain a permit, but we need evidence first.
Yeah.
And they're
So-
probably not going that far.
Oh, let's hope not. I mean, murder's a messy business.
Not if you're good with cleaning.
Someone should. Oh,
Not to mention the paperwork.
Yes. Paperwork is never fun.
I mean, murder is one thing, but legal murder? All of the forms.
Humans are insane.
Damn it.
that's why illegal murder is better.
I'm going to put my hand on Edward's shoulder and say, "Yeah, I agree."
I give y'all both a concerning look and just slowly separate y'all. Like, no. We're not doing
Thank
this.
you.
No.
In any case, we probably shouldn't be discussing this hypothetical. We should just try and get our job done.
Yeah. Well, on the bright side, we'll find out if he's competent or not. Because if
Yeah.
he's competent, he's probably already heard this conversation.
Ah, that's a good point, yes.
Nameless, none of the villagers are standing, like, just watching us talk about murdering this dude, right?
No, not at the moment. They don't seem to really care that much.
Okay.
If they
Fair
are,
enough.
they'd
That's
probably
what
be
about the
joining
murder
in.
conversation.
Oh,
This is why we have
regardless,
freedom of speech.
regardless, we should should probably head over to wherever this person is.
Yeah.
Ice,
Mm-hmm.
check your DMs.
Oh. Whatever thing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's probably this one.
Oh no, dice got rolled. And I don't know why.
There you go.
Anyways, yeah, we should go see if we can figure out their agriculture situation.
Alright.
Okay. So you guys gonna head towards the north of town? Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah,
let's
let's go. Let's go interrogate.
Kresk is probably also going to be kind of like looking around, seeing what's up, looking for things that are wrong. Basically, he's looking for any signs of how the corruption is working and if there are elements of the leadership, like keeping a lookout for troublemakers.
Belarus, would you also like to roll observation along with Kresk?
Sure, I guess.
You are not very good at observation.
Shall I roll it?
Sure, why not? If you have it. You somehow did worse.
Not surprised.
Now, I will also note, given your characters' backgrounds, observation is going to give you different information depending on who's rolling it. Because a dwarf and a kobold are going to look for different things at different heights. Same with a thief versus a dwarf.
I get the feeling you're using observation wrong.
My understanding with the observation is it's also used to assess essentially the mood of a room rather than just what's around.
This is what it says for it. It's the talent of observing dangerous or interesting situations without letting others know you're watching.
So it's basically the art of tailing someone without them knowing you're watching them.
No, that's
No,
shadowing.
that's shadowing.
Yeah, that's shadowing.
Yeah.
And that's a little bit different. Yeah.
The way I am treating observation is perception, but for you will be able to find things that perception wouldn't.
It's noticing details that are out in the open that are like things worth noticing. It's like noticing what's worth noticing.
Yeah.
Okay.
These people, oh, how many people? Oh, they look armed. What are they armed with?
Yeah.
So for Kresk, First things first, a lot of the vegetable stalls, because they're a surprisingly large number for a farming town, a lot of them, the vegetables are kind of rotten looking. Everybody seems to be, for what is a town that makes supposedly quite a bit of money, very poorly dressed. There are lots of buildings with broken windows. There are various shops that have been closed. It looks kind of abysmal. If you had to take a guess at what was going on here, apparently they're going through a famine and nobody has money. Now, this is for everybody. When you guys get to the northern portion of town, the mayor's house could not stick out any harder if it tried. Opulence is honestly not enough of a word to describe it.
Like Guru's house from Despicable Me.
Let me check something.
Oh.
Let's see. Belrus, roll me a quick Smith. We're gonna use this for something that's not necessarily related, but close enough.
So, like, I might, like...
Never mind. Apparently, you just...
Were you trying to get me to appraise, like, the architecture or something?
There's certain portions that I was trying to get you to appraise.
Okay.
Trying to see if anybody has... Let's see. What is heraldry?
It is,
Knowing
like,
crests
coat of
and
arms. Recognizing those.
Oh, that's so-and-so from house so-and-so. This is their coat of arms. These are their colors. This is what their family is known for.
Much. Unless, like, the mayor's from a noble family, heraldry probably would not apply.
Oh god, no, he has no heraldry.
That sounds like a medieval insult. He has no heraldry.
It probably is for nobles talking about recent nobles.
Eddie, roll me gardening.
Time to trim the hedges, Eddie.
Let's see.
I also have gardening.
Feel free to roll it as well. KO, did you get lost?
Oh, KO's BRB.
Oh, okay. Then I will hold on to the answer till he also gets a chance to roll. Is there not just like a straight up appraisal skill?
I'm pretty sure there is.
Appraisal is a combination of merchant and knowing the skill itself.
Yeah, or connoisseur.
Or
Might be
connoisseur.
Also, I think I might have just noticed that I have politics on my sheet twice.
Good job.
Don't worry, at one point I had 3 thaumatologies.
Oh wait, no, I have current affairs, politics, and then politics. Okay.
So is KO still gone?
I think so.
I'll tell you when he unmutes.
Okay. For everybody else that has merchant, I'm just gonna let y'all roll merchant.
Sadly, I am a craftsman, not a merchant.
Wait, does that mean I could still have one of them appraise the ring?
Appraise the value of it, not what it does.
Yeah, I screwed that roll up.
Oh,
I also have Streetwise. That may or may not be becoming relevant soon.
Streetwise probably wouldn't do that. It's
If
for
he's a
illegal
mafia
stuff.
boss, it is.
Yeah, it's only for illegal stuff, so no.
Okay.
Well, it's possible if there's criminal gangs in the area,
Yeah.
like in the employ of the mayor.
Yeah. Sometimes
also
you find
use
the
it-
underworld in the ivory towers.
You could also use it to find which corrupt individuals are available, or that can be bought.
Mhm.
You don't even need to roll streetwise based off of the information you've been getting to tell that
Yeah.
you can probably be bought pretty easily.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Problem is, I'm pretty sure most of us are broke, too broke to pull that off.
Looks at the rich guy in the party.
Hey, I'm not fucking funding this.
Uh,
God damn it. Take one for the team.
Well, the thing with bribes is that whoever you give
Oh,
the
is Kale
bribe to
back
gets the
finally?
money.
I'm back, yeah.
okay.
Welcome back, Kale.
Uh,
Welcome back.
KO needs to roll gardening.
Gardening and merchant.
Gardening and merchant, okay.
Does KO have merchant?
Do it, Kale.
I do, actually. Do I roll the one that says SL?
Yeah.
What's SL?
Yeah, the
Like on the tab.
one.
Oh.
Yes.
The
Skill
first
level.
number, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, it might work the same whichever one you push.
Alright, so there's gardening. And then you said merchant?
Yes.
Actually, I'm gonna do a
Okay.
quick self-roll test.
So
I'm just testing. Okay, it doesn't matter which one you push. It does the same thing.
Oh, really?
for my two that rolled gardening, a lot of the plants that are here are not your average type of plants. In fact, some of them look like they may have come from off-world. We're talking of extremely rare and exotic species, and at least a couple that look carnivorous. Edmund, this house is expansive. You're not as well versed in architecture, but good lord, you're starting to wonder if your house was made too cheaply.
Yeah, I have an expensive house, but
Eddie,
not
you're
this wasteful.
pretty sure that the yellowy parts around the outside are actually made of gold. Like you're like
around the outside of the building or the plant?
the building. This is for
Okay.
your merchant. You had a
Okay.
crit success.
Ooh.
But yeah, you're pretty sure that the I think the word is filigree around the
Yeah,
outside
that-
of the building is made of actual gold. You haven't been outside very often when it comes to like where you lived. You just stayed where you were. This is the most
I'm a jungle
outside
chicken.
you've gotten, and even you are pretty sure that this is a little much for just a mayor.
Yeah.
And those that may or may not have put two and two together, this may be the entire reason why everybody's so pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you guys hit the nail on the head with the whole corrupt mayor possibility.
I mean,
Yeah. Kresk
I don't
is
think we needed all those dice rolls to figure that out. I kind of figured it out when you said like there was like a stark difference between the mansion and like the surrounding area.
Yeah, but this puts it in terms of how many orders of magnitude we're talking.
yeah.
Yeah.
As we are all kind of admiring the very shiny building, Kresk kind of just crosses his arms. Yeah, definitely corrupt. Kind of points back towards the town. Yeah, given the sheer level of difference here, I'm thinking overtaxing, maybe a little bit of racketeering. Either way, major abuse of power.
Yeah. His next door neighbor doesn't even have windows.
As you say that, the building that you indicate decides that this is the moment to dramatically topple over.
Oh, that's
See,
not
that building's got the spirit.
Was there anyone in there?
I'm sure
It's
they'll
best
be
to-
fine.
It's best to imagine there isn't.
I want to go and check just to make sure.
I also go and check.
Roll a quick perception.
I'm going to yell at them that there's probably
At a
no
plus
money in
4.
it.
Why is it not loading for me?
I think
You said
might be at
perception?
Yeah, at a plus 4.
Eddie's just gonna look down really sad as they run off towards the collapsing building and just go, "Aw, I really like those guys."
You know that the building didn't collapse on them, right?
I mean, yeah. But I don't expect them to come back out.
So, when the two of you go to dig through the building, you find a really crotchety looking old guy who's currently trapped underneath a table that is mostly flattened by the wall to his left. He is currently spewing out a string of curses that you both learned some new words today.
Part of me is grateful that our bird isn't here, but we need to get this man free.
I can.
It's okay. I'll give them the nice greeting gesture.
Oh,
No.
Quit making me
What's
laugh
wrong
so
with
hard. Anyways, you guys gonna help him out?
Yeah.
yes.
Once
Yeah,
I
they
see
called for
them-
help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Once I see them digging, Kresk will go over and assist as well.
I will help
I'll
as
help
well
as
because
well.
my parole officer will probably get me if I don't.
If I'm helping, you sure as hell are too.
Fuck.
I'm going to like half help, half watch Rika.
Yeah, can I do that? Can I help half watch myself or something?
So
No, you're part of this now.
You're a foreman.
since everybody is working together on this, I'm not gonna require any rolls. You get him out relatively easily, and because of the quick response, he gets out with only a twisted ankle and quite a bit of bruising.
Oh damn, that sucks. Let me heal that.
Wow.
He, as you do that, he raises an eyebrow and says, "Well, you don't see that every day."
See
What?
what? Elves?
Falling
Eddie.
house or the healing?
No, kids with manners.
How old am I
I
again?
suppose.
Eddie's gonna look down sad again. Sorry to disappoint. I can be meaner if you want.
Eddie, please don't be meaner.
I don't think that was what they were trying to say. I think that was a compliment.
Yeah, we're not from around here. You might have figured that out.
Yeah, we're party name pending.
He
I forgot that was her name.
he blinks and says, "Okay. And what brings you here?"
Something about a pastoral dispute.
Ah, yes, the old fat bastards trying to run everybody off of the lake again.
Wait, the old guy understood that word?
Pastoral?
I don't know that word.
It means pasture.
Yeah.
Fair.
I think this guy's a farmer, so of all the fancy words to know, that's probably one of them.
He then kind of like spits to one side and says, "Back when I was mayor, we didn't have any of these fucking issues. We used the fucking river like civilized people instead of running everybody off the lake."
See, that was going to be my suggestion.
Why aren't you mayor right now?
Why are people getting run off the lake?
No, we were running people off, or he is running people off of the lake because it's cheaper than hiring guards, he says.
Guards? Or what?
Kresk looks over at the house. Yeah, we get the corruption aspect here.
How bad is it? What's he doing?
He shrugs and says, "Beats me. I haven't dealt with that since I got voted out of office."
Fair enough.
Kresk looks at him. Okay, how badly did he rig the vote?
He shrugs again and fishes around in the rubble, pulls out a dingy little bottle, and takes a swig before saying, "I don't know. I didn't count it."
Kresk sighs. Okay, who did count it?
He squints one eye and pulls this face somewhere between constipated and confused, and and says, "I don't remember his name."
Sounds to me like we need to do a recount.
Good luck with that.
Okay, next question.
I don't think the
How
whole
is-
town. I don't think the whole town is going to listen to a bunch of us gestures to the general party.
Well, yeah, that would kind of figure, but how bad is he intimidating people?
I don't know. He gave me a shack, and I haven't been able to find a job since.
I think you've been delving into that bottle a bit much.
He shrugs and takes another swig.
I mean, they might listen to Sir Whitley. He's like a noble.
Yeah. I think to force a re-election, we'd need proper pressure from Vardek.
We don't exactly have that kind of time.
No. That will definitely have to wait.
Come to think of it, since you're a noble, how much power do you actually have?
Well, I can vote in the elections, you can't.
Wait, there's
Here-
elections?
Unless he actually owns anything out here, not a whole lot.
There,
Here, I don't have much say.
there are some elections for very low-level positions like mayors. And that's mainly because it's easier than having the Emperor come out and appoint mayors for every planet that they have control of.
I see.
He decides the pecking order from planetary level up. He doesn't come from town to town appointing people in charge of it.
Okay.
So there are minor elections that happen on a planetary scale. Plus, there are other minor positions that do take some elections.
Well, what's our next move then?
I
Well,
would say
sounds like
try to-
they're already aware of the river idea. That's what they've been doing for a long time, and the mayor's decided to change their mind, so I'm not sure what we can actually do.
I don't think it's so much the mayor changed their mind as the corrupt SOB that took power decided, I want this money instead of hiring guards.
Technically speaking, he would still be considered the mayor.
But the guy we're talking to?
No, the other,
One-
the guy who owns the rich house.
Yeah.
That's who I'm referring to.
Yeah,
that's
he's the mayor.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Regardless of how he got the power, he is in the position now, so he is still considered the mayor.
And we're talking to the former mayor.
Yeah, I know. I was referring to the current guy.
Okay. Well, let's go talk to the mayor then.
Is just talking to him going to be a good idea?
I hope not.
I don't see how it can hurt things.
Bad idea. Will it be effective? Probably
I
not.
can see
but
many
we got
ways how
to
I
at
will get
least
hurt.
Try something.
So, you guys gonna try and get an audience with the mayor?
Might as well. If we
Sorry.
have to, we might be able to leverage the nobility angle.
Yeah, or you can just, like, Ice's character can just flaunt money around.
There's also
That
the
would
fact
work.
that he hired us.
I don't think I have enough money over this guy to really be able to do that for this guy, though.
That is
Yeah, I don't
true,
see. I
Nez.
don't see
He's
any goals
probably
from
No,
on
I
my
mean-
level.
I mean,
Nez makes a
I would
point.
probably,
Who
Nez
else
made a
probably
knows?
get us an audience at least.
He did technically hire the guild. So
That is-
he will at least listen to us on that point.
Yeah.
That is a good
That's
point.
true.
Oh yeah.
And since we have the bill, he will at least listen to us that far. So thank you for pointing that out, Nez. I'd forgotten that.
Yeah, he hired us to be here.
So, you going to go and get an audience then?
Yeah,
might as
let's do
well.
it.
Okay. So, whenever you guys head in, the inside is just as opulent as the outside. For those that don't know, opulent is basically just saying rich and fancy.
Okay.
The place looks like it belongs on one of the core worlds of the Empire. And by no means should be something that a small town in the middle of a backwater world should be able to support.
Hmm.
You guys end up having to wait for several hours before the mayor actually gets around to seeing you. And when you walk in, he is stuffing his face with all kinds of fancy delicacies. The dude is also just gargantuan.
I knew he was gonna be fat.
Which race is he?
Human.
He's human. Okay.
Yep.
Makes a lot of sense now.
He's currently not paying attention to you as he waves you in and asks, "So you're the adventurers?"
Yes, that's us.
Good, then you can run the other two villages off of my property.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
afraid
How much
it's-
of the property is yours?
Technically, none of it. Belongs to some other guy. Kresk goes up and shows the documents.
He looks down at you with this look of disgust and indignation before snatching the papers, pulling out a comically small set of spectacles and reading over it before tossing it to one side, fishing out something in his drawer, and setting it on the desk. Kresk.
Wait, when you say he's taking it out of his drawers, do you mean like his cabinet or his pants?
Desk drawer.
Pretty sure he means cabinet.
Desk drawer.
It would be really funny though.
It would.
Anyway, what do you need from me?
This is gonna be a gem or something.
You don't actually have what I'm looking for. I do know who does.
Where exactly did he throw the document off to?
He just tossed it on the floor in front of his in front of the desk. You're able to recover it.
Yeah.
He produces a piece of paper. Ice, I have requested a thing.
Had to find it.
Okay. He produces a piece of paper that, as far as you can tell, looks officialish. But, you know, who's gonna be able to tell? But basically, the gist of it is that Whitley has been gone for, or not Whitley. Is it Whitley? No,
Finley, I think is what
Finley,
it was.
Yeah. I was looking at Ice's character. I knew that was the wrong name. Finley has been absent for long enough that somebody else can lay claim to it, is the claim from the document. And then he says, as I was saying, and then he turns to you guys and stops mid-sentence. Eddie, you feel very uncomfortable now as he is just staring at you.
I tried to stare at him back, but failing as my eyes slowly start going different directions.
Can I step between them just to make sure he don't try some shit with Eddie?
I'm feeling very submissive right now.
He clears his throat and asks, "Where did you find such an interesting specimen?"
I'm gonna look myself up and down. Well, thank you.
This is one of our party members. They are not our property.
Belrus,
No, you can't buy him.
roll me an observation plus
And
4.
I'm very expensive. I'm a master thief. Hold on, were you telling me to roll or
Is your name
someone
Belrus?
else? I didn't hear you say Belarus.
Oh, I didn't hear Belarus, but here you go.
Okay. So, Belrus, while they're suddenly distracted by Bird, you notice that the two servants that are standing on either side of the door, there's a glint of metal around their neck that does not look like a necklace.
I'm going to back off from the group a little bit, see if I can get a closer look at that without being noticed too much.
Okay, go ahead and we're gonna do an observation +2 for the attempt to do so discreetly. Oh, you didn't even need the help on that one. So, they appear to be slave collars. Which, for those of you who are not aware, which should be just about everybody, slave trade is highly illegal in the Empire. There is no purpose to it as far as the Empire is concerned, and there are only a handful of exceptions as far as fringe worlds that are allowed to carry out slave trade just because of how ingrained it is in some societies, and yours is not one of them.
It's enchanted in some way? Or is it just like
It's hard to tell without getting hands-on with it if it's enchanted or not. But it is a safe bet that somebody with the money that this guy has, they're probably enchanted. Just to ensure either loyalty or, at the very least, silence whenever it's needed. So, obedience.
Okay. I think I'm gonna just like rack my brain and try and remember if there's like any like bounties for like slavers or something, or like if we can get like money from this in some way.
Good man.
I'm like morally against this, but I'm just gonna like think if like I can like turn this guy into somebody or like get money out of this somehow.
Yeah, I morally object, but I'm going to make a profit off of this.
Like I can't kill the mayor and be fine. Like, I want to get this guy arrested and get paid for it.
Open a Kickstarter for his arrest.
For ice, yes, but discreetly. For everybody else, when it comes to slavers, given the illegal nature, there is always a standing bounty. It is something that is just kind of understood by adventurers that if you find a slaver, you can legally bring them in. However, at the moment, you are at a severe disadvantage being in the middle of his base of operations. So, jumping to let me arrest them right now would potentially end with a fight you cannot win.
Yeah,
I was
somebody
like
this rich has
seconds.
guards.
I was from
Does he have
seconds away from clicking my attack roll.
I also want to point out that
Sick him.
on top of guards that are more than likely bought to the point of loyalty, he could also use his slaves as meat shields if the collars are in fact enchanted. And they would be unable to do anything about it.
I haven't talked about this yet, but yeah.
So
Like, in my
don't
head, I'm
attack
thinking,
him.
like, on the one hand, this is his fortress, and he probably has a lot of guards and the slaves themselves. But on the other hand, if we like try and siege it from the front, like he's probably going to get away. So, like, this is probably our best chance in my mind.
What, to attack him right now?
Look like that can run fast. We look for a carriage.
I mean,
Yeah.
if this thing is on a hill, then alright.
And it's all downhill from here.
Yes.
There is a hill behind the town. It is not on a hill.
Okay, so our best bet is to probably hold off on the attack for now.
Yeah. Oh shoot. My bad.
I will also note that there is no stipulation on whether or not the slaver has to be alive. You just need to be able to bring in proof of their work.
So does that mean the slaves have to be alive too?
Need the
I think
collars.
the slave collars should be enough, right?
So
Will that be enough?
Can my merchants roll their merchant skill?
They need a
Aye, aye.
testimony.
So, for both of the Eds, a
Double ed power.
a merchant of any level of skill or of any reasonable work ethic. I said work ethic, not morals. You will be able to find a way to get a ledger that has all of the transactions. Because unlike the modern age, they keep it on paper. So if you can find the ledger with all of the transactions they've made recently, then potentially you could get irrefutable evidence that it was him, and he would be immediately removed from office, as well as reinstating whoever was previously in office until a new election could be had.
Okay. So we need to find
Have a
basically
plan.
like the proof and like the receipt that this guy bought the slave collars.
The proof that he's
Or
buying
that
and
guy
selling
was buying and
slaves.
selling slaves.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't pick up any of that.
So, a ledger in this case is meant to track any kind of transaction he makes. So if he buys or sells a slave, then he has a book somewhere in his mansion, which is massive, that gives him like a list of all transactions he's made in that regards. But it's also going to be one of the most well-hidden books in his mansion.
Yeah.
You said it. Now I can't do that. Okay.
It's also not a book that you, as a purchaser, would see, because it's generally a private ledger to keep track of expenses.
You probably ate it. Bruh.
Well, a
Well,
lot of this was like out of character rolling and knowledge checks. In character, I think I'm the only one who's noticed this so far, and I'm going to like tap Monday on the shoulder and like bring them up to speed, like quietly. Like maybe when this guy's not paying attention. I imagine that wouldn't be too hard, because he's kind of
yeah,
He is
He's still
enraptured by
eyeballing
the exotic species that is standing before him.
yeah.
My wings do a little flappy.
He eventually comes to his senses, though, and tells you guys that as nice as it is to know that there is somebody on the job, you have a job to do, and he wants you out of his mansion until it's done. And you guys are shooed out by the slaves.
After we get shoot out and then they close the door, I look up to Wyatt and just go, all right, so when are we going back in?
Out of curiosity, does anybody have sensitive hearing?
have acute hearing.
Acute hearing? Okay, go ahead and roll me a perception hearing. As you are stepping away, you can hear him mumbling through the door that he needs that bird.
You saw that coming.
No.
I'm gonna look at the others. He's clearly taken a liking to our bird friend here.
He touches him, I am killing that man.
At the rate things are going, I'm gonna kill that man. Kind of ruffles the paperwork. That's stupid asshole.
Little
Nori.
kill,
Nice.
little.
And I
tear
thought
comes
murder was
down.
wrong.
A little tear comes down Eddie's cheek, and he just puts his wings together. You guys are gonna do a murder for me?
Of course we would. You're a friend. I pick up Eddie and hug him.
Makes a little cooing sound.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and say, "See, murder is okay when it comes to
Murder is okay as long as it's for the ones you love.
exactly."
I just use my foot to slowly push away the other one. I'm going to explain more in depth when murder is and isn't okay. But not when this one is around. Just slowly push him away.
I thought they were the murder expert.
No, they're not an expert. That's why they're in jail.
Oh yeah.
Chris
Oh,
chuckled
no.
at that.
Murder. There's a difference between murdering and getting caught. You could be an expert in one, but not an expert in the other.
Chris,
If you were an expert in the first one, you would know how to keep hitting.
Or you can get drugged and or drunk and pass out and get caught that way.
Chris
That works too.
is going to approach Edmund and kind of like tap on his ankle and kind of whisper up at him. Something awful about all that.
Yeah, I've heard some rumors about this fellow.
So, in world, it is starting to get a bit late, so you guys can. This town actually has a full-on tavern that you can spend the night at.
How much?
It is 5 silver per person.
Wait,
Oh, right. How much do we have as a party?
we're going to the tavern for sleep and not like an inn?
Or 5
It's usually
septims.
one and the same.
Mm-hmm.
Question: if he wants me, is he gonna be looking for me here?
Probably.
Yeah, that's the question, is do
We
Or is
are
he gonna do the
Kreth
thing where he
explain the full
is he gonna do-
situation?
Is he gonna do the thing where he waits for us to finish the job in some way first, and then he'll get me after I'm not useful anymore?
not
Well, after
sure,
that-
but I
after
can
that whole
definitely
thing-
tell you we are going to have watches.
I also
Yeah,
want to point
especially
out,
after that whole thing.
also want to point out that the only two that know about the slave stuff is Belrus and Edmund at the moment. You guys
Yeah.
haven't actually explained it.
Yeah, let's adjourn to the tavern and
Okay.
debrief.
Okay.
It's my
So the tavern is quite full of people. All of them seem to be drinking away their woes, and there's quite a few people just kind of chatting. If you would like, you can roll perception to try and tune in on a conversation or two. Perception hearing specifically.
I'll go.
Perception
Gold.
he.
What the hell did I just plus 3? Oh, nothing. Okay.
I'm trying to click the thing, but there are too many dice getting in the way.
Wait, did I roll nameless?
You can actually move the die, by the way.
Oh, I
Yeah, I know.
You can also make it so they roll under the character sheets.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
recommend that
it
setting.
would be
You said
35
perception.
septims.
Hearing.
First
You said
thing,
perception. Hearing. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, just hearing.
So far, everybody's passing.
Dang.
I'm gonna change that right here.
You did.
Wait, what do you mean, dang?
I don't think Belris is going to bother overhearing, so
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Edmund's gonna get some alcohol while he waits.
So
Can you get me one?
there's a bunch of general conversations happening. You know, the crops are doing pretty well. Too bad the profit's gonna be taken, and most of the crops too. Things like that. Two particular conversations seem to kind of stick out, though. There's a pair that are talking about the mayor and the strange people that come in and out of the manor at irregular hours, as well as a group on the other side of the tavern who are animatedly talking about the potential that the Emperor may be visiting Vardek. According to them, there is an item on this world that he is in search of known as the Veil Piercer, and that they're all talking about potentially trying to find it themselves before the Emperor gets here, because if they're able to present it to him handsomely, would not be able to describe the reward that they would gain from it, as far as they're concerned. What do?
Bill Purser sounds interesting. Too bad we're a little bit busy at the moment.
I wonder if it could actually buy me a off of this whole death row / saved by being a guild person thing. I wonder if I could get a pardon for it.
Probably. As said, busy.
Right. Speaking of, Monday, have you gotten, did you bring me a beer?
Get it yourself.
I like how the response
hard
was
to order.
essentially get fucked.
I was expecting that, to be honest. How much are their drinks anyway, Nameless? Oh wait, no, I still have the wine they gave us. I'll just drink that.
Okay. Liam needs a minute to run to the bathroom.
Okay.
Alright.
We will return after these messages.
Alright, so how are we going to kill this fucker?
Good.
I'm a murder expert.
Yeah. While we're actually here, I'm gonna have you try to run your magic thing on when Nameless gets back on the gem while we're waiting.
The ring.
Yeah. You still do want to know what it does, right?
Unfortunately, I can't help you on that one, but
It's a one-time roll?
from what my understanding is, I attempted to identify it and I failed.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy is definitely doing that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I have some very nice fire spells.
It's important to be discreet enough. that we
You know,
don't
technically, I could actually just sneak in. See if I can get him while he sleeps.
I mean, I also have a good stealth. Or decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing is if we kill him without proof, that's not going to help us. That just becomes murder.
So we get the proof first, then do the murder.
Or do both at the same time.
Yeah. Well, if we kill him first, can we still get the thing we need?
Well, if
Might
he's
make it
gone,
easier
we
to
get
get
the previous mayor back, and I have a guarantee you he'll sign it.
Oh,
Hmm.
downside to heating 2 rooms in the house. The floor outside is a brisk 30 degrees.
Your final challenge.
Nameless, are you getting cold feet?
Maybe just a bit.
Can we send Arya to the prison for that pun?
Ah, come on, you know that was good.
But it was
No,
funny.
I'll let him have this one.
5 more years to your sentence.
Only
God
because
damn it.
I have heard how bad it gets.
Hey, my puns were legendary.
Really bad.
What? No.
Infamous.
Anyways, what are you guys gonna debrief each other on things suspected, or did you already do that while I was gone?
We were talking about how to murder this guy.
Yeah, we already touched on it, and it was just like everyone's caught up to date on the slave thing, and it's just we're now talking about possibly just killing the dude.
Okay, so we
Yeah.
have debriefed at this point.
Yeah, 2 of us are sneaky, but like that might not be super helpful. Like, Didn't you guys like overhear that there's like some like shady stuff happening at off hours? Like we could maybe try and like spy in on that, get some proof.
If he wants me so bad, I could be a distraction.
I'd rather not use anybody here as bait.
I also
But
want to
I
point
guess
out.
it's an option.
I heard I'm very delicious.
Is that why?
I want to point out that the level of intelligence you have is not even on average, and quite frankly, you can put yourself in quite a stupid predicament.
These are
I
all
don't want-
compliments for you.
I am very good at what I do. But what I do is not very good.
Honestly, that sounds like Rico's motto.
What are you talking about? I'm good at what I do.
Get caught.
Well, getting caught and murdering are two different things.
Yeah, and you did
You're
one of
good.
those.
Which is also really weird because I'm actually good at escaping too. Well,
I mean,
There's ways to get around that.
yeah, there is.
Just knock them out.
Yep.
You can't squeeze out of the handcuffs if you're unconscious.
Yeah, so
That is true.
the guy is a slaver, and he's got our friend Eddie's attention here. Yeah, he's definitely going to go after him. Just a matter of when. But we'd rather not risk that.
Yeah.
I'm guessing we're
Members
not
of the
gonna-
Adventurers Guild, we have an obligation to deal with this somehow.
Is there somebody that has like some sort of like criminal psychology kind of skill?
I have exactly that criminology.
Wait, did I take criminology? I could.
You
No,
can
you're just a
roll
criminal.
that to see what would be the most logical thing that he might try to pull on you.
Nah, I didn't take criminology.
So, logically speaking, and this is assuming that he can control his greed, the best course of action for him to get what he wants is to let y'all do his dirty work with the other villages, and then from there he will more than likely find a way to ambush you or just straight up off you guys in his office or something to that effect for the ones that aren't worth anything.
Yeah, I suspect the next time we enter his office is when he'll try to nab our friend and possibly kill us.
Because
What?
he does still want you guys to muscle everybody else off of the lake for him.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Moon?
No, just Aruna sitting there like, what? At the idea of just randomly suddenly being killed.
do we know the name of this corrupt mayor guy?
I would assume it's probably on the document.
Actually, it is not.
Fat fuck couldn't even put his name on anything.
I mean, it makes sense. The less of a trail you leave, the harder it is to catch you.
Yeah,
They even
that-
still
that-
valid
ability.
That reminds me, Nameless. I've been wondering this for a while, but like, how do like guild quests work? Do they like pay the guild beforehand, and then like the stamp just transfers the money from the guild to the adventuring party?
Yes. Once you get the stamp, then you take it back to the guild, and the guild pays out the full amount, with the exception of things like the land survey.
Oh, they don't actually take a cut?
So
They've already taken
do.
their cut.
Yeah, they
Ah.
already took their cut.
Okay.
If you get any kind of reward after arriving and completing a quest before you get to the guild, that's just extra.
Yeah,
get
because you said
paid
full
directly
amount,
by
and
the
I was. Yeah, you said full amount, and I was wondering, and I thought the full amount that was paid without taking a cut, or
No, the guild has to make money too. They do
Oh,
provide
okay.
a lot of services for adventurers, including training and equipment.
okay.
Well, we probably do need to figure out what all's going on with those unusual visitors of him.
That might give us some good information. They said that they appeared at irregular times?
Yes.
Yeah, irregular.
So would that be like in the middle of the night?
Be my guess.
Well, are we just? What are we gonna do then?
Well, I can probably find my way on top of a nearby building, but I can only watch one side.
I can
And,
get the other side then.
I'm also good at climbing. I could get up on top of something.
Just if we do that, we need to make sure we're not on one of the more rickety buildings.
I just imagine
Well,
Belrus getting on a building because he's a dwarf. He's kind of heavy, so he just climbs up on top and then ends up on the floor.
You think we can
Like I go
open
through
up?
the roof into the ground floor,
Yeah,
and I just
you think
walk
we'll-
out the front door and then go to the next building.
we, just building to building.
Rinse and repeat.
Crushes small buildings in a single bound.
Dwarven Wrecking
Do you
Ball.
do you think if he crushes more buildings, we'll find more mayors and then more people to vote against the other bad mayor? It only makes sense.
You know, I think that you're on to something.
See, you get me. You get me.
Problem is if we're watching at irregular times, we're gonna get pretty damn tired.
Yeah.
Which
Do we
there
wanna
are
sleep first
actually
then?
rules for.
No, Nameless, no.
Yes, Nameless, yes.
God.
Yes, Nameless, yes.
Oh no.
What? Can we use FP points to kind of counteract that? Or not FP, fatigue. Which is
Yeah,
FP.
fatigue is
FP.
Same thing.
That's what you lose by staying up too long.
Yeah.
How many do we lose per night?
Let
You
me-
lose like a fatigue point per hour you stay up past your like needed hours of sleep.
That is kind of heavy.
I mean, that maps out to the average person being able to stay up like 10 hours past bedtime, which would be like well into the early morning.
Yeah.
You did tell us that we're possibly looking for a ledger, right?
I
Yeah.
basically told you that is exactly what you're looking for.
However,
That'll be the best
yeah.
thing.
I am going to attempt to use the spell Seeker because I want to see where in the mansion that particular ledger is.
Do you have the exact wording of that spell? So that I can-
Attunes the caster to one individual or man-made object he is looking for. A success gives the caster a vision of the item's whereabouts or leads him to it if it is within a mile.
So it's definitely within a mile.
Okay.
The town's not that big.
Right, I am going to go ahead and cast that. And hopefully I pass the roll.
Let's pass. This would be like a shortcut.
So, in lieu of it you being led to it because it's kind of useless to you if it just goes, yeah, just walk in here. I'm gonna do the vision thing. So basically, you see a vision of him pulling a false bottom out of one of the desk drawers. The bottommost left drawer of his, frankly, just exorbitantly expensive desk. And he pulls out a ledger with all of the information that you are wanting. The vision does not give you any of that information, though.
Kresk opens his eyes. I know exactly where the ledger is. Whether or not
Where?
there are any traps or anything related to that, I don't know. It's in his desk. Bottommost left drawer. It's got a false bottom.
Is it the desk we saw, or a different desk that he may have in his building?
Yes, the desk we saw.
Can I remember if that room had any windows?
It had one large window behind him.
First or second floor?
Second floor.
Second floor.
Ooh.
Okay.
I might be able to sneak into that room through the window.
I
Honestly.
definitely could get up to the window. I've got the magic to do that. I don't know if there's going to be any security magic on the window.
Aren't you?
Got the magic for slave devices. He's probably gonna have that well guarded.
I suspect he would be. I have good security and I don't have anywhere near as many enemies as I'm sure this guy has made.
Yeah, no kidding. If I got close enough, I could identify if there's any spells or something on the window, but dealing with the spells, I don't think I have anything for that.
Then we can get you to the window.
Well, I can get myself to the window. I can just climb up the wall.
Do we have anyone else that knows how to hex or break spells or something? I don't know what you magic people do.
I just do medicine.
Oh, we can always wing it then.
Worst case scenario, I could smash the window.
Now, if we do
And
that,
set
we
up
better
an alarm.
Oh yeah, if we do that, we better make sure there's one hell of a distraction.
Huh? Me?
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
I mean, I could start a fire on the other side of the mansion.
Or
I'm just gonna. Don't you have common sense?
No.
I have common sense.
none of us. Oh wait, one of us has common sense.
Edmund, roll common sense. I believe that's just an int.
I don't need to
I'm
roll
pretty
common
sure
sense for
common
this one.
sense
I
isn't
object to the
something
plan
to roll.
because there's servants living in this mansion. The
Okay.
collateral damage.
Not to mention how
Okay,
fast
okay.
fires can spread, and with all the buildings being absolute shit around it, the fire can get way out of control and burn the whole place down. Like the whole.
Well, we
I think the fire department is getting
start a fire.
Yeah.
Well,
that's true.
well,
I got
the
the
other-
fire spells. I don't have
I'm
the.
gonna just.
Put it out.
I'm also just gonna say it now. The other point would be if he thinks that any foul play is involved, first thing he's gonna do is run and grab that ledger, because that is the most important thing to him, because that could ruin his entire life. So if he just abandons it, that means that somebody else could come get it if they decided to go searching through.
True.
Now, this could work for us, because we could get him to grab his own ledger, and then just kill him, and then take it from him. If there's any traps on the drawer...
there would be a lot of
disable them
guards
for
though.
us.
There'd be a lot
Yeah.
of guards around him at that point. Probably
Can we
wouldn't
hold
be able
off
to
on
get
killing
him
him
or kill.
until we confirm it with the ledger? Like, what if we just kill him and then we don't have evidence? Won't we get in trouble then?
We can
Yes.
hide the body.
We need to confirm the ledger's existence first.
Yeah. Once we get the ledger, then we can kill him.
Okay.
It's just a matter of getting the ledger.
Well, if we can draw most of the guards away from there, we might be able to just bust in, right?
Assuming we know all of the guards there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he has a dedicated guard for the office.
Well, that's why I'm saying most of the guards, not all of them. Not going to be possible to draw all guards away from them.
So I'm actually gonna have you roll common sense for me. Anyways,
Nice.
Hmm.
which I believe, if I remember correctly, it's just an intelligence check.
Yeah, I believe so.
So this guy has been cutting corners all across his town, has been running people off, has been penny pinching where he can, and then spending exorbitant amounts on looking fancy. Magic is incredibly expensive, especially if you are not a spellcaster on your own, where the collars can be something of a kind of like a standard fare. You've got the poor people collars, and then you've got the fancy collars. But it's not likely that his entire house is enchanted. Now, the drawer itself might be, but it's very unlikely that the window will be, just because of how much it would cost to enchant that.
Edmund's gonna, think for a bit and then go, oh, I've been giving this guy too much credit. He's been cutting corners, and he probably doesn't even so much as have a full-time mage on the staff. The drawer is probably enchanted, but the enchanting the window and other things would probably be too expensive for him.
Well, if the window is not enchanted, I should be able to get one of you in there if you know how to deal with the drawer.
You can definitely tell what kind of spell is on the drawer, and depending on how it's locked, I've got magic that can assist me on unlocking it.
We could also maybe just take the entire desk.
That I'm not so sure of.
Bruh.
I imagine it would be easier to just rip out the drawer.
Well, depends on what kind of spell is on the drawer. I mean, if you're really smart, you put an incineration spell on it, because that destroys the evidence.
Oh.
But I wouldn't be able to tell unless I get there.
We're getting some exercise out of the common sense roll here.
Yeah.
Do me a favor and roll that again.
Yeah.
Man, I have not seen anyone have common sense yet, so I did not realize how much Nameless would use that in certain situations.
That's because we usually don't have common sense.
It's kind of dumb to enchant a drawer if anybody else opens it to just explode. So, if anything, you would be able to remove the drawer, but trying to open the panel would trigger the enchantment. Because otherwise, a servant could open the drawer, and then the entire desk would go up in a fireball.
Yeah, that's a good point. Probably only the hidden compartment is enchanted. Otherwise, a servant might accidentally set it off and get rid of your ledger that you kind of need to know what your finances are.
So,
along with all other
the drawer.
Yeah, we should be able to just nab the drawer.
Alright. Now we just need to see if we can get past his security, to get on the wall and everything. That looks like we're casing the joint.
Another spy mission.
Alright.
Now, do we want to risk killing him in the same mission as taking the evidence, or do we want to take the evidence and then try and verify it somehow first? Though that would definitely give him time to run away.
The issue there is, we get the evidence. How long is it going to take before he finds and tries to kill us?
Yeah, he's gonna know who has it pretty quickly.
Yeah. Well, I'm fairly confident he's actually slave trading.
I'm just worried about his hired muscle.
So, out of curiosity, how is he supposed to know fairly quickly?
We're the only strangers in town.
Yeah, there'd be a missing drawer.
And we are
Because
adventurers.
we'd probably
as well.
have to take this back to Vardek to get the thing opened without nuking what's inside.
So,
we need
I
a
do
proper
want to
wizard.
point out that, while yes, you are a group of strange adventurers, you were hired to be there. He has no reason to necessarily know that you even know the ledger exists. You've said nothing to him that indicates that you know he's slave trading. He knows nothing about you guys outside of adventuring guild members. He is one of the most hated people in this town, and 2 other towns. And he's a slave trader, who more than likely does all kinds of shady shit.
Yeah, we're
What-
probably not very high on his suspect list.
Okay, fair point.
You guys
You're
are
right, I'm
over-
giving this guy way too much credit.
You're also giving yourselves a little much credit on who the most important person he would immediately jump to would be. It could, for all he knows, it could be a rival slave trader that wants to be able to poach his business.
Those people would have access to those kinds of resources.
Yeah.
So, you guys aren't that important. Sorry to burst your bubble there.
Aw.
Yeah.
I'm back.
You mean doesn't think about murdering me right away?
I don't think he wants to murder you.
That's true.
No, your
Yeah,
life would be much worse off than being murdered.
Yeah, giant bird cage.
And crackers. Ugh.
Please stop. That hurts. Oh.
Okay, so we're gonna need to try and case it a little bit. And if he, if we're still here tomorrow and he questions it, we can just say we're gearing up.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably the best bet.
Okay, so what's the plan then?
I'm gonna try to figure out if the ledger even exists first and just look at the area.
We know the ledger exists.
Yeah, we.
I literally know exactly where it is.
Yeah. Well, assuming our wizard isn't hallucinating that they're a wizard. We know where the ledger is.
Prescott.
Oh, okay.
And this is where Kresk tries to kill Edmund.
I don't know what magic is like, personally, be able to do it. But they make things that work, so I assume they aren't lying.
Kresk is still glaring at you.
To be fair, that was actually the first time I think Kresk has actually successfully cast a spell in this campaign.
No,
Yeah, I think so. That is.
I have
He did it,
successfully cast
yay!
spells before, and
Yay.
they just missed.
Well,
It's like Doofenshmirtz.
There was
He's
at
good at
least
what he
one
does, but
failure
he
in there.
sabotages
That's
himself.
all I remember.
this is the first spell I remember them casting at all. But
Yeah, I
I have
cast.
a bad memory.
I think I
They didn't
cast
cast
2
anything
in
during combat?
I think one of them failed.
Yeah, because I remember you were just gnawing on his ankle most of the time.
Yeah. Well, I successfully cast the spell. The spell just missed. And Crest got mad and frustrated and went ankle biter mode.
Mood.
Ankle bite mode. Go.
Okay. Before we continue, it is an hour 45 in. We normally go about 2 hours with full party. Do we want to go ahead and pin it here and then spend the rest of the next camp or the next session pacing the joint?
I'd say we could do that.
Fine with me.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
sure.
Okay. For those of you that may or may not still be watching, if you enjoyed that, would like to see more of it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. After this, we will more than likely be live doing Marvel Rivals on Twitch. So be sure to come in, say hi, hang out, all that good stuff. Outside of that, for those of you who have been following my Twitch channel for a while now, you may remember that my birthday is coming up soon, so I'm probably going to do something fancy as far as like a big stream for that. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving, by the way. If you want to show further support to the channel, then don't forget to check out the links in the description. A big thank you to Cameo Shadowness, still our only priest-tier Patreon. Other than that, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening, and don't forget to drink water.
Hydrate.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah.